Okay, so I have two problems. One is that this switch right here, this occupancy sensor switch, it's controlling these lights. I don't know if you can see, but when I unscrew the light, it turns off. Those go brighter. That tells me they're in series with one another, coming out of the lamp, out of the light itself. Makes sense, I guess. I'm gonna press this button here. They turn back on as normal. It's just turning them off. And the fact that they stay dim. That's the issue I'm having. So there's some residual voltage there. So I figure out what that problem is. See what's in here. Both lights turn on. But here's the kicker. Unscrew this one. Turns off. Screw it back in. Turns on. Right? But this one, even though it's on the same switch leg, stays off. No dim. And it's on a three-way. This light here, this switch I mean, it goes back on as normal. So I think what I'm gonna do is first mess with the bathroom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up this switch. I'm gonna take the leads apart inside this switch, and then I'm gonna see if those lights turn off. And I have another occupancy sensor switch upstairs, a brand new one that I bought for the school. So I think I'm gonna try that one out and see if those still come on, just mute a little bit. But okay, so this is the switch I'm gonna take out. Can't really see with the brightness on, but they're dimming. So I don't really have all my tools right now, but I'm gonna take it out with this. So, damn it, I only have my phone. Well, I'll just fast forward. Okay, purposefully no, what do they call it? Flash? But look, so these lights are dim, or they're dimmed, right? Even though the switch is off. Switch on, switch off. So, let's see if it's the switch. So, you can see here that they're dimming down slowly but surely. And then, of course, if I unscrew it, you can see that it turns off, right? Just to show that again. So, let me try to prop this. Not sure if you can see what I'm doing here. This switch has a switch leg, a constant, and a neutral. Easy because it's a white wire, but also because it's a silver terminal. Usually occupancy sensors have a neutral. And then this is your constant hot here. So let's see what happens when I disconnect this. Okay. They're off. So I'm going to finish disconnecting the switch, and then I'm going to connect this one. Alright, so I have the switch totally disconnected. This is the old switch. You can see here it gives you the loads. Resistive load, 15 amps. Motor load, 0.5 horsepower. And sorry, I know my hands are dirty, I got off for work. And then incandescent lamp, 1800 watts. Fluorescent load, 1800 VA. Same as watts. Notice that it doesn't say LEDs on here. You know, I think that may have something to do with why there's still visible light here on these, because these are LED bulbs. But this isn't designed to go with LED bulbs. So I think that might be the problem. That's probably the same problem over there, that switch. Although it is a regular three-way, so it shouldn't have much effect, but we're gonna figure it out anyways. So, yeah. There's a couple ways to test voltage here. I mean, I know that's the constant hot, but Some people use these, right? You don't like these. They're just not trustworthy, you know? Because for example, if, let's say I were to touch it with, I'll show, I don't know if you can see, but if I were to touch it, well, you get the point. The proper way, or the way we like to do it, is this is a little voltage tester, no battery required. And basically what happens is when you put the leads onto a hot neutral wire, hot and ground wire, it'll tell you the real voltage. So this neutral and this ground, if they're wired correctly, should have 0 volts on them at all times. So because this is the hot wire, this is probably, in most houses, in pretty much every house, it's going to have 120 volts. Between here and here, the difference of potential between them, if this is 0, is 120 volts. Same thing with this ground and this hot. So, damn it, I'm like holding the phone in my hand. I'm going to put it in my pocket for a second. So, if I were to hold, I don't know if you can see, but between this neutral, you can see it produces light on the little tester. Nothing here, because this is the switch leg. Between ground and here, 120 volts, right? Between here and here, 120 volts. So that's just how this works. It's a little more accurate than that. Okay, so here's the tester. The new one. I'm gonna go ahead and install this now, and yeah, the directions are in here, but I don't really need them. Okay, I'm gonna put it up and then show you. All right, so I got this whole switch off. Of course, this one's all wired up now. You can see here that controls the light. Turn on and off, and now it comes all the way off. It doesn't dim. And the reason for this is because, well, firstly, this is actually a dimmable switch. So if I turn it all the way on, I can dim it down by holding this toggle here, and they dim down. I can get it almost to that percentage it was at, like right there. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Let's go all the way up. But yeah, I mean, I guess the moral of the story here is, you know, when you're switching your switches out or your bulbs out to from incandescent to LED, you know, there are some old switches that aren't compatible, like this one. I'm sure it still works for certain situations, but this is not one of those situations. So, I mean, that's troubleshot. I'm gonna go ahead and close this up, call this one a day. Next is this guy, but there is no smart switch. It's literally just a, how do you say? Why am I having a brain fart on this? It's literally just a LED inside of a socket, and then this is a regular switch. I mean, the old one had neutral connected too, so, you know, I could understand some discrepancies, but we'll see. We'll see what goes on here. Let me close the switch up, give you the final look. All right, so all cleaned up. Hold on. You'll know a real electrician. I didn't even say it like that. You'll know you had a real electrician work in your house if the screws are straight up and down. Just a little tidbit for you guys. It always bugs me out. You always know it's a handyman when they're like off to the side and shit, you know? It's like the first thing we learn when mounting trim is that you want the screws to look nice too. Okay, but look, lights are up, lights are on. I mean, obviously I already showed, but show again, no harm, right? On and off. You can, what's cool is that you can see the dimming level as it goes down. So it's going down, going down, going down, going down. Dimmed until it's off. Then up and up and up and up and up and up until it's on. So this is hard hat Beano certified. All done. Now to this one. Okay, so I'm gonna go move my tools. I'll start again. All right. So this is a separate switch, right? Those are incandescent bulbs, so those are staying off. Now this is the LED. Now with the brightness on, it's kind of hard to see. Let me turn the brightness off, or so you can see here that if I unscrew the bulb, it turns off. Right? These two bulbs are Bulb Star, of course. So let's try this one. A19, 800 lumens, 90 milliamps, or 0.009 amps, or 10 watts. I think that's what that is, 10 watts. Maybe guessing that wrong. Oh, 9 watts right there. I tried to do the math in my head, it kind of got close. Okay, so let's see if you can see that bulb stayed off. Right. Let's unscrew this bulb. Screw this bulb in. Seems to be off. So let's test this. Let's go back to the switch. One. Oh, can't tell. Oh yeah, it's off. Let's go look at this one. Can't really tell. Yeah, it's off. Okay. Now let's do one more test. Let's keep it on for a few seconds. Oh, actually, no, it's a three-way, so I'm gonna turn off all that. It's off. So odd. Then there's this one. Which we can go to replace now. I'm probably gonna edit this out, but we'll see. Okay. Firstly, let's look at the brand. Bulb Star, the fucking corporate brand. Let's put this back in. Okay. We don't need to switch out switches. I'm gonna take that apart for no reason. All right, let me put this ladder away. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this here. Take the light bulb down. There's just 2 screws on the trim cover. It's all fucking loose. So I'm just gonna tighten that back up real quick. Well, I have it in my pocket. Damn it. I gotta use a fucking screwdriver. Okay. Yeah, zoom out more. Half of being an electrician is just screwing down screws. So whoever did this before me, hella stripped these screws out. I'm not trying to be like those weirdos who just blame everyone else for everything else. Working with what we got, you know what I mean? Just trying to screw it all the way in, goddamn. Now I don't have all my tools with me, so I'm gonna have to make do. I want to get that tighter. What do I got? Got some strippers on me. Let me see if that'll work. Kinda. Yeah, that works pretty good. Hell yeah, tight. Okay, so let me remove the wires and test voltage while it's off. Since only that bulb star bulb was coming back on, and those two bulbs, well, I didn't test the incandescent, but I tested the other LED and that worked just fine. So let's see what's up. Yeah, so it's times like these where I'm glad I like take my time with this kind of stuff, because I could have easily just switched out the light bulb and just been like, oh, now it's off, you know. All solved, don't let her worry about it. It's gonna be hard to show this because I have the meter in my hand, so I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna have to do something like that. Let's see if I can. Oh, this is gonna be something. Hold on, guys. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, hopefully you guys can see. Praying you guys can see. But between hot and neutral, I am getting 15 volts here. Now the real test is to see, because I know this is a digital multimeter. These things have to be calibrated from time and time again, and they're very susceptible to picking up, what is that called? Phantom voltages. I did a little video on that. Damn, I'm over here referencing my own videos. Okay, so let's see to hot to ground. See what we're getting. Also 15 volts. So let's see something. We're gonna test all my instruments today. See if it doesn't go off on here. This is 50 to 1,000 volts, so that makes sense. Now let's test. This will be our final realistic test here. See whether or not it goes. Now it only picks up 24 volts. So I'm a little worried that it wouldn't pick up, and that's AC. It only picks up 32 volts DC. So I'm kind of worried it wouldn't work anyway, you know? Yeah. Not even a little bit of light. Now let's go see something. Of course, if we turn on. Something interesting to note here is this is the end of the line. Only one wire in here, and it hits those two lights downstairs. So it could be a loose connection of some sort, but this light was coming on. So it's not very likely that that's the case. Let's test voltage again. I mean, yeah, it's working. It's just getting that residual voltage. I guess on that specific bulb, those are very susceptible to turning on low voltages. The bulb start, but then this bulb here, felt electric bulb, is not very steady on its requirement of certain voltages. So in conclusion, you know what, one more test. Let's take apart the switch. Let's see if the switch is the problem, because I know if I turn it off, and I know if I get my little digital multimeter here, and my intent to measure voltage again across here, I'm getting 15 volts. So let's leave the light open and let's check it out. So as I take this apart, I'm kind of a thought struck me. Is my phone upside down? What the fuck? Hold on, let me restart this. Sorry about that. So, a thought struck me right now. So, if that's the end of the line, and this is a three-way switch in conjunction with that three-way switch downstairs, this has to be the line in. Then the travelers go down to that three-way switch, and then it loads out to those first two lights. And this is the final light in that switch leg. Very likely that this is not the problem here, and that switch is the problem. But I'm gonna test voltage anyway. So this switch just sparked up me pulling it out. So may have very well found a problem. What the fuck? Oh man. Okay, I see. I was looking at that wrong. On the bigger strip now. Let me go unpop the breaker. Okay, technical difficulties there. We're back online. Really hate these stupid. So just perfect time to, I guess, talk about it. This is why we pigtail. We never like to feed through the device like this. And you can see here, sorry if I fucking ran right now. Whew. Okay. But yes, we're all done. And we have successfully troubleshot this bulb. You can see here, all three of them are on. No problem. I fixed that three-way switch up there, but didn't open up that one, so I'm sure that's backstabbed too. It's been working this long, so unless we have to open it, I think I'll leave that as is. That bulb turns all the way off, and this bulb turns all the way off, and this bulb turns all the way off. That bulb, by the way, was in that chamber over there. So that bad bulb theory. I guess we could fucking end the theory now and just switch them again and see what happens. But I gotta go to work. Alright guys, thank you. Alright, forgot. Final cap on this one. On, works. Damn, motion sensor too. God damn. That shit's cool. Alright. See you guys right now. Peace. I'm fucking tired. No shower for me today, guys. Gotta get going.